So I have a question for you. Have you ever seen Al Jazeera giving an honest report about Israel? Me neither. So I thought, hey, let's react to an Al Jazeera report about the Israeli devastating airstrikes during the Ramadan in Gaza. I'm quoting Al Jazeera. You know, as always, there are a lot of lies, and today you guys are with Hanania Reacts. I have a special piece that we're going to watch together, and let's react to it together because I think it's just going to be interesting. Without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. Okay, let's see.
The Israeli army started bombing all areas of Gaza Strip and then dropped evacuation orders in the east of Khan Yunis and in the north of Gaza Strip.
How dare does Israel drop leaflets warning civilians, asking them to evacuate before we target the Hamas terrorists? How brutal of Israel. But we're just getting started.
بعثونا نزلونا مناشير نروح على غرب غزة وهي الناس هالكرات وعلى الحمير وعلى اللي على رجليه بيمشي وحالتنا حالة.
شو ماخذة معاكي؟
ناخذ شوية أكل بدنا ناكل نفطر عليه صايمين.
I have to pause on this real quick. It's crazy. Al Jazeera, they're out of anything, like they couldn't find anything better to report on. So what they're doing is accusing Israel of dropping leaflets. They're even showing the leaflets the army dropped, asking civilians to evacuate. Now, is it tragic that civilians are caught up in all of this and need to move from one place to the other? Absolutely. I don't think that we should be happy about civilians needing to go from point A to point B all the time, but let's also remember that this is not the fault of Israel. And also they're saying the evacuation, it says on the screen, came during the holy month of Ramadan. And this is, let's not forget, they massacred and invaded Israel during Simchat Torah, right after Sukkot, during a Jewish holiday. So let's not forget that, keep that in mind.
تجاوزت وانا 33 والحين نسخة 36 سنة في بيت حنون.
ايش حتسوي؟ هتشتاقي لبيت حنون؟ ايش حتعمل؟
مشتاق لها اخاف انام فيها. ارجع حضاري يا بلدي. حسبنا بالله على المكان.
People here are so desperate. They're crying. They want to go back to their homes, especially after being back after 15 months to their homes, to the rubble of their homes, to the tents besides the rubble of their homes, to settle a little bit with the remains of their families, but now they're evacuating again.
Israel did not end the ceasefire. This ceasefire was ended because Hamas refused to continue and releasing hostages. This is the only reason we're still having this war, because they're not setting the captives free.
People in Gaza were waiting for Ramadan to enjoy the meals and the gatherings of the family and friends in their homes, or at least in the rubble of their homes. But unfortunately, in about a week, 140,000 people were displaced from different areas in Rafah, Beit Hanun, Beit Lahia, Jabalia, and the east areas of Gaza Strip.
Because Hamas bombed Israel, fired thousands of rockets on October 7th, on Simchat Torah, on Shabbat, picking exactly a holy time for the Jewish people and start this war.
Not only this, around 1,000 people were killed. The hospitals are not enough or able to deal with more casualties because of the lack of fuel, the lack of medications, the exhausted staffs, and
Hamas storing weapons and turning hospital rooms into military commands. So maybe that's why hospitals don't have enough rooms.
The bombing of the hospitals
And by the way, so they're portraying this story that Israel is also violating international law, like it says here, because Israel is targeting hospitals and other. What does it say here? The only cancer center and struck Nasser Hospital in Khan Yunis. Now, when you just read this headline, it's just sounds devastating, right? But actually, according to international law, if a hospital or school or any humanitarian center is turned into a military headquarter, command, military base used for military purposes, as Hamas was doing, there's footage to prove that. So that turns into a legitimate military target in accordance with international law. So when Israel took out the prime minister of Hamas that was hiding in a hospital, that was a legitimate military target in accordance with international law. Why was he hiding there? Why was he embedding himself with the civilians? But obviously, it is tragic that they're doing that. They just don't care for Palestinian people. Israel cares for Palestinians more than Hamas does.
Guys, it's mostly Adhan time. Today's iftar will be in the Shati refugee camp at Dahman's home. Our friend, he's hosting our iftar today. And the most important thing in this is the view. Look how beautiful. Magical, right?
Magical? Okay.
The camp is 76 years old, just as old as our Nakba, our occupation. Each
she proved it. She just said it all. She just summarized the Palestinian history in a single sentence. What did she say? 76 years. The Palestinian history dates back, not more than a few hundreds of years. So, and I've said it multiple times. I will pack my stuff and leave Israel if you show me Palestinian history that dates back before the age of television. But obviously, Nakba means disaster. That's how they're seeing it as. They're seeing it as a disaster of the Jewish people returning to their ancestral homeland. So just giving some context.
Family here is just waiting the iftar to gather around one meal and to be so happy, blessed by Ramadan, holy month. Look at this.
Allah.
دهما نحكي لنا عن عزايم رمضان.
عزيمة رمضان يعني كل العائلة تيجي، مش بس العائلة، ممكن الأصحاب، الجيران، وإحنا لما نعمل عزومة عندنا في المنطقة لازم إحنا والحارة ناكل. هاي العزايم.
طيب شو شعورك بهذا أول رمضان نحس فيه بسلام شوي عزايم؟
بصد رمضان إحنا هنا بدورنا، رغم إنه مقصوف إحنا بنص السقف قاعدين على النص اللي كويس، بس إحنا مبسوطين.
Well, I'm gonna jump back to that, but first of all, I don't like that they're portraying it as if this is a war between Israel versus Ramadan. Like Israel is targeting Ramadan and targeting Muslims. Israel actually has over 2 million of Israel's citizens. They're Arab, with the majority of them being Muslim. So just giving some context, there are Muslims serving in the Israeli defense forces, but also, they're portraying this image like it's so sad that they don't have, they barely have homes to host because Israel keeps bombing Gaza, striking Gaza. Listen, there are families right now where before Passover, they cannot have Passover with their family members. They cannot have Passover with their family members because they are held hostage by Hamas in Gaza, exactly in the place you are filming, in the Gaza Strip. If you want to finish this war, then go and look for the hostages. Go and look for the hostages. They're trying to create this this comparison. You cannot compare that. They have houses where they can celebrate Ramadan. We don't have people that can celebrate our Passover, our holidays. This is incomparable. Sorry, it just got me heated here.
And that's our full moon. Over there, the destruction, our lights, and our Ramadan. Look at this. Oh my God, I love you all, guys. I'm now at the Zawiya market, one of the oldest, the most popular and crowded souks markets in Gaza City, downtown. The Zawiya market is known for the dates, dugga, za'atar, some other spices, so it's always crowded here in Ramadan. Maybe it's the only sign for Ramadan now in Gaza. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about.
Zawiya. Keep that thought in mind.
احنا الان بسوق الزاويه، يعني السوق التاريخي، سوق الاحاسيس والمشاعر اللي بتراود الناس، سوق المحبه، قلب الناس. الناس لما تيجي برمضان وبدها تسوق في رمضان وبدها تزور تعيش في اجواء رمضان تيجي على سوق الزاويه. تفضل. بات الاكلات اللي
Look at that. Look at the market. They're talking about, what are you talking about? Genocide and starvation. The market in Gaza, in Zawiya, looks more full than the market in Jerusalem.
رمضان احنا قاعدين بنجهز، يعني اليوم هذا البقدونس بنجهزه قاعدين اليوم عشان هذا بنحطه على طبق صحن حمص.
You guys, Al Jazeera, come on. If you're gonna lie, at least do a better job. I mean, you're claiming every Monday and Thursday that there is a genocide, and then you're showing this. You guys, what's up with you?
فهذه اسواق بدأت تنتلف الناس، لكن المعابر سكرت وقاعده بدها تخلي الناس ترجع للحرب او تحس في الحرب، انه بدأت الناس تعايش وتعيش ظل القهر موجود والحرمان الموجود اللي انحروا منه بالسنين اللي فاتت، لكن اليهود قاعدين برضه بيضايقوا علينا، المعابر قاعده بتسكر، الشيء بيغلى قاعد، البضائع بتغلى.
I'm now at Yarmouk.
Wait. So before we jump to the next thing, I just have to say, you know, they show this beautiful market called Zawiya, and they focused on how terrible it is, you know, while showing how incredible the market looks like, but putting the blame on Israel. You know, now you guys can count on me, right? You can count on me when it comes to digging and finding truths. So look what I found. Look at that. You guys are so this is a headline, okay, from 2021, and this is basically a there was an explosion at the Zawiya market. There is also an AP piece on that, and something exploded at the Zawiya market and made the Palestinians angry with Hamas for storing weapons in residential areas. No mention of that in the Al Jazeera piece, but you know, also I do find it really interesting that whenever they talk about Gaza being poor and suffering, they keep forgetting the word Hamas, showing Hamas militants, Hamas uniforms, because who governs Gaza?
Behind me was a playground, now it's a camp. There are no enough open areas here in Gaza Strip, in the north, in Gaza City. I mean,
wait, not enough open areas. Take on Trump's offer. He said, I'm going to open the gates for you guys, and if you want to leave, you're going to be able to leave and get a better life.
In the north of Gaza Strip, so people are taking the playgrounds in the middle of the city. This is the place where we are now asking people about their Ramadan, about their life, about their ceasefire, and how their lives changed.
طبعا هاي البيت بعد الحرب يعني ما يسمى بالبيت اللي هي الخيمة، وهي المطبخ.
كيف الأكل؟ شو في عندكم أكل؟
والله بدي أقول لك يعني 90% من الناس عايشة على التكيات. 90% من الناس عايشة على التكيات، الرز وما شابه.
Look, I'll say this. Obviously, it's definitely not an ideal situation for Palestinians to live in a condition like this. And as an Israeli, it doesn't make me happy. In case someone got confused, I do not want civilians to suffer. But at the same time, I'm not okay with lying. And the Palestinians, they're suffering not because of Israel, because Hamas holds hostages. Hamas refuses to move forward with the ceasefire. Israel says, you want to stop the war? Give us our people back. There are 59 more hostages in Gaza. Some of them are dead. Some of them are alive. No mention of Hamas in this piece. This is just incredible.
شهر رمضان اليوم ال 13 اليوم ال 13 ان شاء الله بينعاد علينا. والله لا، يمكن افضل وجود رمضان افضل لانه شوي بتقل المصاريف. في عندي ابن شهيد وعندي ابن اسير وعندي بنت جريحه في مصر. فيش.
Did you just hear that? What did he mean by captivity? One of his children in captivity. How dare you compare and use that word captivity when you're possibly hundreds of meters away? Who knows? Maybe, I mean, Hamas loves to embed themselves in civilian areas. Maybe they're underneath this humanitarian camp. How dare you use that word knowing that the whole reason you are in this situation is because of Hamas, not because of Israel. Israel, before this war, offered peace, wanted to see progress in Gaza. That's why we allowed Gazans to come to Israel and work in Israel. So obviously this is really unfair reporting, but obviously you guys, you can always trust me to bring the truth to you guys. Not once did they mention this guy that Hamas targeted. He's dead now because he protested. He dared to protest against Hamas. And this young Palestinian kid is now no longer alive. Guys, there's a lot of lies. Please, let's unite together for the truth. Share this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you want to stay connected, then make sure to follow me on Telegram as well. And there is a lot of things going on, a lot of pressure on Israel. Go and support Israel by visiting theisraelstore.com. You can get this amazing watch like I'm wearing right now. I don't know if the camera will focus, but trust me, it's really amazing. Shalom from Israel and blessings to you all.